It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a bottle of Heverlee Premium Belgian Lager coming in a 4.8% ABV in a 660ml bottle. There's a look at the label. There's the bottle cap. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. It's been brewed by C&C International. Oh, look at that bubble. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. C&C International brew beers like Tennent's. They brew ciders like Magners and Bulmers. And I suppose they wanted something to sell European and in the UK to the lager fans out there. It was on offer in Tesco. It was £2 a bottle for a 660 bottle. Not bad at all. We got a 1 finger white head, slow moving carbonation, straw coloured lager, as you would probably expect from this style of beer. Let's get the aroma. It smells very light. There's a lemon aroma. I tell you what it reminds me of a little bit, it's Stella Artois. Sweet, lemon, slight peppery back end. Let's dive in. Cheers. Very light, very refreshing. Carbonation is really there, pushing the beer on the inside of the mouth, releasing more of that flavour. But then I come to the flavour. It should be pushing lots of flavour on the inside of the mouth. But then should it? I had really high hopes for this beer. But for £2, for the 660 bottle, maybe I should have tempered my hopes a little bit. There's nothing actively there's no off flavours. Everything's in order, everything's doing what it should do for a so-called premium lager. It's just, I've had some great supermarket lager recently. My favourite being probably Warsteiner. Warsteiner just blew it away for me. Absolutely blew it away. To the point where if I ever want a nice cold lager on a hot day, I'll nip to Morrison's and buy some Warsteiner. You can pick it up, 660 bottles, 3 bottles for £5, I think it is. And they're pretty decent. It's either 2 for £5 or 3 for £5. I'll have to have a look and get back to you guys. But this, very carbonated, as you can see. I'm bringing a lot of that carbonation back. It's just really refreshing. It's really refreshing. I want a little bit more from the malts, if I'm honest. I would have hoped for a little bit more of a hop presence. But then again, it's not trying to be a Pilsner. I think Pilsners at the moment are really kind of blowing it for me. Absolutely, like my favourite style of lager at the moment is a really good Pilsner. This, it's just lacking a little bit. It gets the job done. Like the barbecue, sit in the sun, sit in the deck chair, sit in your balcony with a big bag of crisps and just enjoy enjoy your surroundings and enjoy what you're doing. It's one of them beers. It's great for a family get together where you just want to knock back a few beers and have some fun. But in terms of actual kind of flavours and going up against some of the other really good lagers out there, like your Warsteiners, I think it would fail. I think you would always choose, or me personally, I would always choose a Warsteiner over this. And it's a shame, as I mentioned, I wanted a lot from, not a lot, what am I talking about? I didn't want a lot from it, I just wanted a bit more from it. The ingredients here, so water, malted barley, there we go. I was fully expecting it. I don't read the label before reviewing the beer, because I want to give my own personal analysis on it. I said earlier on in the review I wanted more from the malts. Here we are. It's been brewed with malted barley and maize. So if you think of maize, there's not too much in terms of flavour from maize, is it? You just draw in sugars to produce the alcohol. And that's a bit of a shame. If they could swap the maize for some more malted barley, it would be a better beer. And maybe hop it a bit more. It would be a much better beer. But they produced a beer here for a price. Here we go then. And I'm going to read this description, bearing in mind I've just mentioned there's maize in the beer, okay? Belgium may be a small country, but when it comes to beer, we know our stuff, and Heverlee is one of the best. Crisp and fruity, yet soft and honeyed, not too sweet, not too bitter, just right. Oh, come on. We know our stuff. Okay, you know your stuff, so I don't know too many Belgian brewers who put maize in their beers, to be honest. Some of the big ones might. You might get that from Stella Artois, but you're certainly not going to get that from, I don't know, someone like Three Fontaine or Cantillon or some of the lambic producers. You're not fooling me. C&C International, the makers of Magners, Bulmers, Tennant's. It's a maizy lager. Let's rate it. Could do better, I think. Could do better. It's a meddling 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 from Real Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.